We finally got some of the EZA details. I'm super excited to look at these. I hope the Shenrons and the Super Saiyan 4s are very good. Both teams need them. GT Heroes needs the Super EZAs for the 4s, and Omega's team needs the Sin and the Omega to be good. So hopefully they are good. So if you want to know the details in this video right now, that's what this is. They should be dropping in like 48 hours. Something like that is usually how this works. They post the details and then they drop 2 days later. We got 4 of them. There are 10 EZAs total, so we're missing like Great Ape Super Saiyan 3, Super Baby 2, GT Trunks, there's a Pan, and I can't remember. Oh, there's another Super Saiyan 3 Goku that's not Great Ape, and I can't remember the last one, but there is one more. Oh, the LR Shadow Dragons from the battlefield. So let's get right into it. We still have those other 6, but right now they gave us 4 of them. They gave us the Sin, the Super Easy Omega, Super Saiyan 4, Goku, and Vegeta. My builds for these guys, except for probably Sin, are all going to be cooked, so it's a little bit unfortunate I'm not going to have a good build on them, but I don't want to spend a ton of stones to make them good, so hopefully they have good kit though. So let's see. So Sin Shenron, this guy and the Omega is who I'm really hoping for to be crazy. I don't want to see those comments. So he's a GT Bosses 150 lead. Rainbow Orb Changers, of course. 2 key, 150% attack and defense, 50% chance to crit, 50% chance to launch an additional, 40% damage reduction for 1 turn character's entry. I wish that was a little bit longer. By a little bit, I mean like 5 turns, 6 turns, but hopefully the rest of his kit will make up for this. When attacking, he disables guard and 50% attack and defense per key sphere obtained up to 35, so 7 is the max. With 2, he gets 20% damage reduction. That's going to be really easy because he's a Rainbow Orb Changer. Omega is a Rainbow Orb Changer. You're running him with 2 Omegas, so you're almost always going to have an Orb Changer on rotation. And again, he's a Rainbow Orb Changer. So that's going to be very easy to get this first one. 20% crit chance, that's going to be easy. So is this one. So getting the damage reduction is going to be super easy. You'll get 40% damage reduction, 80% damage reduction turn 1. Man, yeah, I wish this lasted a little bit longer, dude. He would actually be so crazy if this lasted like 5, 6 turns. And then 5 orbs, he gets guaranteed crit. 6 orbs, he launches additional. And 7 orbs, he lowers attack and defense for 20% for 2 turns. He seems solid. He's not like crazy. This is a sub EZA, but at the same time, this is an important sub EZA because he's going to help Omega's team. He also has Brutal Beatdown, Big Red Bosses, GT, Fear Face, Shadow Dragon, Shocking Speed, Fierce Battle. That's like 5, 6 links with the new LR Omega. So he seems pretty solid. I mean, he's going to be a floater. He doesn't stack. He greatly raises his attack and defense for 1 turn, which is a 50% raise. He seems like a solid option. In my honest opinion, I don't think he's good enough. I mean, he's gonna be absolutely fine turn 1 with 80% damage reduction, but he doesn't have any dodge. He doesn't have any guard. He doesn't support. Like he should have been a support of some kind. And again, either guard or dodge, one of the two. I don't think he's good enough. Is he serviceable? He's probably serviceable. He's probably better than running like AGL EZA Cell or something like that. And again, 50% attack and defense raise. Oh, hold on. He has 50% here. Guaranteed one here. Nah, so he can do 4. We'll have to see with the kills. I still don't think he's that good, but I don't think he's bad either. I think he's an option if you need an option. You can run him on that team. Let's go to Super Easy. This guy's super important as well. I'm expecting him to be good. He was a debuffer, so I expect him to be the same. Basic effects, he's attack and defense 150%. All enemies attack minus 40%, which can be pretty good in some of the harder stages in the game right now do allow debuffing. So this could actually be pretty good. Plus an additional defense down by 20, which doesn't matter. Full power GT bosses get 2 key, 40% attack, additional 20% attack for extreme. That's good. 2 keys good. I wish he was also a defense support as well. But 60% attack, you're only gonna have extreme class guys with him, so it is 60% attack for GT bosses in full power. Per extreme class ally in the turn, self-excluded, he gets 20% crit chance and damage reduction, which is pretty good. You're gonna have 40% damage reduction all the time, 40% chance to crit. I know my build on him is full crit. I did look, and it's a little bit sad because I have to get rid of all that crit or have to make it up with the skill orbs. Not going to be possible. My guy's going to have a bad build. He gets 100% of the attacking defense when attacking. When there's another full power or GT boss ally in the same turn, you only need one. Yes, only need one. You get 150% attack and defense. Launches an additional with a great chance of becoming a super. This should just be guaranteed. No reason for it to be a great chance. When attacking with 12 or more ki, you get 100% attack and defense, and as a third attacker or when target enemy is debuffed with attack or defense down, you get 150% attack and you get a guaranteed additional. So, two good chances of additionals, third hidden potential, and then of course the guaranteed one. So 4 supers. What do the supers do? We can actually check that out because they don't show the super attacks on Super EZA, so we can actually look at that. What does his super attack? I imagine it's going to be terrible, so it probably doesn't do anything. Let's see. Where is STR Omega? There he is. Yeah, his super attack effect is pretty trash. Yeah, that's pretty awful, actually. This does nothing. Like, defense down doesn't do anything, so... this is pretty bad. He does 4 supers, so it's strictly going to be damage. This is a full dodge character, obviously. Like, if you can get him dodge, you give him dodge. Like, if you get him with the... So you can get 5 characters with the stones right now. If you need this guy, and you have him with extra dupes, or he was 55%, you get him some dupes. Build him full dodge. There's no other reason to do anything. He has crit, he has additionals, and additionals don't do anything except damage. Because he doesn't raise defense or anything. He just lowers defense, which doesn't do anything. So this is a full dodge guy. Is he, again, the debuffing is going to be pretty good on those stages that can be debuffed. 40% is a lot, and especially when it's like all enemies. So if Rose and Zamasu, if I remember correctly, Rose and Zamasu can be debuffed. Let me just double check real quick. We can check right now live. I'm pretty sure they can be debuffed. I lied. Oh, no. Rose can. And Rose is the scary one attack-wise, so he can be debuffed. So yeah, that's going to be very good for this fight, because he's the one that hits hard, as you see. I mean, this guy's 4-8, but he doesn't get a whole bunch more attacks, so it's just 4-8. This guy gets a 50% attack raise, and then he also gets 30% up to 300%. And then he also gets 50% extra when a certain ally. Yeah, it's a lot. He does a lot. He also has AoEs, so that 40% attack damage reduction or attack debuff is going to be pretty nice actually for the hardest fight in the game. So again, this is a dodge character though. You give him dodge 100%. The other stuff probably just defense. If you can give him full dodge, you give him full dodge. If you give him dodge defense, that's the wave. He doesn't need to do attacks. He doesn't get anything from doing attacks. Full dodge character. He seems okay. Again, it's going to be strong in debuffable stages. Non-debuffable stages, he's just going to be a support who has 40% damage reduction. We'll have to see the calcs on him. I don't imagine he's going to be too crazy in non-debuffable stages, but debuff stages he's going to be pretty good in. He's always been a good debuffer. Anytime you could debuff somebody, I've said that word a lot. But he's been good. So let's see. He doesn't seem crazy. Again, he doesn't seem crazy. But hopefully the LR Shadow Dragons are really good. Make up for these two. This guy doesn't seem that good. Again, I could be wrong. Turn 1, he's going to be very strong, but he doesn't support. He only Rainbow Orb changes, and Omega's already a Rainbow Orb changer. So it's going to be easy for him to get his orb. But yeah, let's go into these guys. Hopefully these guys are good. So Vegeta first. His basic effect, 2 ki, 200% attack and defense. Additional has a great chance of becoming a super. Per super class ally, you get 100% attack and defense. So 200% attack and defense, 20% damage reduction. You're running him with super class 95% of the time. When there's an extreme class enemy or another GT Heroes ally in the same turn, all allies get 40% defense. That's good, and guaranteed crit. Okay, he seems solid so far. 20% damage reduction. All allies 40% defense support, guaranteed crit. 12 or more keys, 100% attack. second or third attacker. So you're gonna be floating this guy most of the time because your GT Heroes rotations are G4, G4, and then G4 Super Saiyan 3 slash Great Ape slash Super Saiyan 4 Goku. Those are like the best rotations on GT Heroes right now. So he's a floater. So getting this in second or third attacker is good. And when receiving a super, he has a 100% defense temporarily, and he also has a 50% chance to nullify it and counter. They moved it up from 30. I would have liked to see 70, but it is any super attack. It can be anything. So 50% is pretty reasonable. Full dodge. So I have to say it. We can actually check his stuff. So let's check his stuff. Full dodge. Let's check his super attack. Yeah, he is attack 60, or attack 30% for 6 turns. He also does 50% raise his defense. So he has a good super attack effect. He raises attack 30% 6 turns. How many additionals does he have? He has 1 that's going to be most of the time. Should be guaranteed additional super anyways. And then that's it. So he can be 3 supers. Raising his attack. He could hit decently hard. I don't think he's going to be crazy. He doesn't seem like he's going to hit like crazy, but he does seem like a very solid option with 20% damage reduction, defense support, slot 3 character, slot 3 buff, additional super, again guaranteed crit, and a 50% chance to dodge every super in the game. He's going to be solid. Like he's going to be a solid option for sure. I don't hate this. I don't hate this. A little, no, I was gonna say he needs a little key, but he doesn't. He doesn't need key. Let's see Goku. Goku is if I remember correctly, Goku's a defense pseudo stacker. And by pseudo stacker, I'm saying he's not on this category. By pseudo stacker, I mean he raises his defense for multiple turns. 6 defense, 30% for 6 turns. But he's not really infinitely stacking. He's only stacking for 6 turns, if that makes sense. So that's his super attack effects. He gets 30% defense 6 turns. So hopefully get some additionals. He needs them. 70%, so 2 key, 200% attack and defense, 70% chance to crit. Same thing, 200% attack and defense, 20% damage reduction. When there's an extreme class or a GT hero, he gives 40% attack. That's nice, and a guaranteed additional super. When attacking with 12 or more key, 150% attack. When receiving an attack as the first or second attacker in a turn, 200% defense. And then when receiving a super attack, he gets 100% defense temporarily and a 50% chance to nullify and counter. If this was third, or if this was second or third attacker in a turn, this would be good, but first or second is not reasonable. I don't see any reason to ever have him on rotation unless you're doing a showcase. If you're like running this guy, again, unless you're running him for fun and you're purposefully doing something to put him in slot 2, you're not putting him in slot 1. He only has 20% damage reduction. He's not going to have a ton of start of turn defense. So you're not putting him in slot 1. I don't even know why this is a thing. Is that because of his card? Oh, it's his EZA. That's his EZA. No, what's his EZA? Okay, here is his EZA. So they just gave him this for no reason. You're not going to put him in slot 2 again unless it's like turn 1 and you need to fix your rotations, and having him be in slot 2 while the other guy gets floated. That'll be useful, but this should have been slot 2 or 3. Yeah, because you're not going to, I'm not personally going to run this guy in slot 2 except for the showcase, where he'll be in slot 2. But other than that, he's going to be in slot 3. So not my favorite part of his kit, but he still does have the 100% defense on super with a 50% chance to crit if it does not, or 50% chance to nullify and counter if you do not, you know, get hit. Because you either nullify and counter it, or you get the 100% defense here. Overall, I think because of the super attack effect, I think he'll be better, because you're gonna be supering 2 times most of the time, 3 times sometimes, because you're gonna be running him with this team. He's gonna be getting 2 to 3 supers a turn. That's raising defense by, oh, he also has a 50% attack in 1 turn. He's gonna be raising it by 30% for 6 turns, so he'll be probably solid. Nothing crazy. These guys don't blow me out of the water. Again, I could be wrong with the calcs in mind. I'm not sure how they'll actually perform, but we'll see in game. Nothing blows me away here. I like the support. I like the 50% chance to nullify any super, but nothing's blowing me away. Same thing with Vegeta, same thing with STR Omega, same thing with Texin. Hopefully these guys are better than I think they are. I do want this Omega and this Sin to be good on Omega's team because Omega needs the help. So if you enjoyed, please leave a like, drop us off the channel if you're new. Thank you for watching, and with that, I am out.